Hello, everyone. I am your friendly neighborhood techno wizard. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow me over on Rumble. It's a more free speech platform, and I'm really having a hard time staying on YouTube right now, basically because of my morals. So just follow me over there. Move that over there if you want. Help that community grow. It's a big free speech platform. So that being said, this episode, like I said, is character creation. There's a site where I buy all my PDFs, and I suggest you always buying your PDFs. Don't download them from some jackass's free site. But I found a Palladium sheet that helped me make my characters a little easier. And since somebody wanted me to do a character creation walkthrough, here you go. I'm gonna let this fly and run. Enjoy the video. It goes through it. I do fast forward at one point because it was just skill this, skill that, skill. Really annoying. Anyway, please watch, like, share, subscribe, comment in the comments and tell me if I did a good job, or if you want me to do something else with this, go over psionics, go over whatever. Thank you very much for your time, and roll that video. Whew. Hello, everyone. I was asked a little while ago to do a direct show how I make a character one. So I've got a game coming up that I'm probably going to broadcast. I'm going to have my player characters go through a little scenario. This is how I make a character. I'm going to make basically this is my NPC villain I'm going to make. So shh, don't tell them. However, up first, I'd like to point out this. Right now I use a lot of PDFs, and to be honest, I hear a lot of people stealing PDFs. I don't like that. Somebody put their hard work and effort into something, give them what they asked for it. If they're asking too much, pick something else. But as for me, I go to a site, and this is not an endorsement, or they're not paying me. Nobody's paying me. This is it. Drive Through RPG. This is where I go get all my PDFs and stuff for my computer. This is a great little site. It gives you access to books, and if, God forbid, your computer ever goes downhill or gets destroyed, or, decides to spaz out on you, you can then go here and just re-download your stuff. So, I like it. I have an account there. A lot of risk books, and I saw this. So I decided to use this and try to do this with making one of the characters. All right, so this is gonna be a bad guy. So what I'm gonna do here, all right, so yeah, it has an image thing, and we go back to main. Okay, there's my bad guy. Let's give him a funny name. I don't know, Cleese. Jockstrap. No, Cleese Nuttermaker. No, that's just a little too funny. Trying to come up with last names is always hard. Cleese, Pow. Yeah, it just makes no freaking sense. Cleese, Smith. That'll work. Race. Human. Gender. Male. 1 or 2. Age. Make him 40. Eyes. I'm going to say black at this point. Hair. Dark brown. Height. Let's make him about average. 5'6". Weight, not a portly ass like me, so 200 LBS. All right, please. Alias, bearer of the shard. I'll get into that later. This basically, so this is the campaign I'm going to do. This is the bad guy that the guys don't know about. And because of him, of course, the old adage is adventure is not what happens at your destination. Sorry, got zero sleep last night. Life is not what happens at your destination, it's what happens along the way. OCC. Now, I already did the Address RPG thing. Okay, here's what he is going to be. What was the R? No, wait, no. Yeah, I forgot. If I got that selected, it rotates. It's the thing you learn about your computer when you do this job. I've got multiple screens and multiple computers. R CGS Scientist. Alright, so, and his alignment is Diabolical Evil. Level 5, experience points, hit points. Alright, so now, I'm going to go switch over here. I'm not going to do hit points yet. I'm going to do his IQ, ME, all that kind of stuff. So, let's see the dice app I got below me. I'm going to do, here. Actually, let me... Okay, back. Select the character, GM. Alright, now I'm going to change dice. Not theme. Okay, so I gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4 D6. Create dice combo. Combo name. Okay, and put it on. Alright. Whatever. I'll do that. Okay, so attribute. Bing. Now, like I said, I am doing him the same way I do my player characters, because the guys they're fighting are obviously not evil. Alright. So... Oh, that was a really shitty roll. This guy's got an 8. He actually has an 8. Alright. Boom. Okay, so I got 5, 4, 4, and 2. Take the 2 off, I have a 13. 3. And I re-roll that 1. So 5, 5, and 4 is 14. Re-roll that 1. It's 5, a 3, and a 2. That's a 10. So it's a 10. Wow, this guy's running quite low. I guess it's better for the player characters that way. And nope, 1 gets re-rolled. It's a 6, 4, and a 6, 16. So I re-roll the 3 dice, and it's a 1. I re-roll it. So it's a 4. So 16, 20. So this person has 120 stat. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Roll again. 6, 6, 5. Okay, and then I re-roll the lowest one. Nope, no 1s. So a 3. So a total of 20. So this person now has 220 stats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's do another roll here. Re-roll the 1. It's a 5. Okay, 12. Okay, 5, 5, 6, and then, okay, that gives me another, oh, 1. Reroll it. Always reroll ones. 3. So total of 19. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I roll one more that I can throw away the weakest one for. Probably that first one. Okay, 4, 4, 3, and 11. All right. With what this guy is. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go over like my concepts on him, so this should be interesting. And I keep looking up because I got screens above me too. This guy is a risk scientist. If you've ever read the Chaos Earth books, and here's what reading all the books gives you. It gives you a tremendous wealth of things to pick from. Now, what I'm going to pick from here is the Chaos Earth. Oh, what the fuck is it? Oh, Chaos Earth. Oh, wait, let me pick it up. Where did it go? Oh, damn it. I have that one up. I was looking at it, and of course, it got closed. Chaos Earth Resurrection. See this book. Now, we got all this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, this is a great book. It gives you the real good attack of the robotic undead thing going. But I'm going to be using from this book. Where is it? Where's a good picture? Nope. By the way, I will review this book at some point, just not right now. Oh, there's any fighting, blah, blah, blah. See this sucker? This sucker appeared on Earth. This big black hammer jammer fell onto Earth, fell on a ley line nexus point. That's where it comes from. It created a plague of the undead. The forces at the time fought it off. They supposedly destroyed it. Now, here's the thing. In the attack, what I'm going to say happened was chunks of this thing were obviously blown off. You're just going to have that happen. You combat missiles flying everywhere. I'm going to say a bunch of chunks of this came off. Now, I'm going to say there's a chunk because they tried blowing it up from the other side, but this thing jumped before they could get it. Otherwise, I wouldn't really have a storyline, so I'm just kind of throwing that in there that it escaped. However, it left chunks of itself behind. It also, I'm going to say there was a shard of one of the internal components of this. That shard was discovered by our good friend Clee Smith here. He was a scientist for the Coalition. DB hating motherfucker all the way. But him and his group found all this when they were on an archaeological dig and an inspection gig for the Coalition. So, not too good of guys to start off with. But here's the thing. He, being a scientist, wanted to learn more. He's part of the study group. He's supposed to study these things. He eventually, I'm gonna make him, I'm not gonna roll. He's going to be a kind of master psionic. Not a master, but a major. Ooh, okay. Sorry. Very little sleep last night, like 2 hours. I think, maybe. Kept waking up. Weird dreams. Gotta stop eating, nachos before breakfast. Or before dinner. Anyway. So, he had all this in a lab near the place. They had probably a mobile lab kind of thing with a bunch of the chunks of this thing that got blown off in the attacks. So, i.e., all of it didn't transition with him out. I'm going to say there were chunks all over the place because knowing the military, if we want something blown up, we pretty much fire lead at it until we're sufficiently satisfied it's destroyed. And then we fire a couple more times just to make sure it's dead. By the way, good piece of advice if you're ever in a horror movie or a monster movie. You shoot till you think it's dead, you fire a couple more salvos just to make sure. And then a couple more, and then fire, throw silver powder on it, and throw a bunch of wood at it. It should be dead by now. All right, well, that being said, I'm going to say he was experimenting with this and made a psychic connection with the shard. He eventually formed an abnormal relation. Not abnormal relation. That sounds really kinky, which isn't what I'm going for. I'm going for dark. So, basically, the pieces of this chunks all radiate this sort of necromantic bad feeling. Any character of good alignment will feel probably uneasy around the fragments if they're at all psionic, or hell, if they're not, they just won't like them. But this one little shard he had, he felt was powerful, and it was talking to him. It was telling him things. You know, the usual lead up, and then for some unbeknownst reason to him, as he's holding it, he all of a sudden plunges it into his chest. This didn't kill him. If you shove a piece of metal or chunk of thing into your chest, usually you die. It's kind of literally physics, or at that point, medical. If you chunk a piece of metal in between your heart and your lungs, it becomes harder to breathe. You die. You suck in blood. Dead. It's horrifying. So, all that being said, that's basically the little backstory I've got on this guy I've worked out in my head for the campaign ahead of us. He has a bunch. He had basically this, and when it did that, it gave him some of the powers of this obelisk and the technology they're based in. In fact, at this point, he turned on everybody on his thing and went to the process of killing them all. Turned like a couple into scrap zombies, turned one into a, he now basically is essentially a smaller version of that. But, this book's really horrifying. He didn't make one of those. He made like one of those and then dressed him up better. Not one of those. Yeah, he made one of these, which most people will assume is a Borg standing around him and being his guardian, or he's paid to. The other thing is there's just going to be a bunch of scrap zombies, which are Scorcher, no. Reaper, no. Little living dead girl. That's just the scariest one of them. He's going to have one of the... This will be the main thing that kicks off the whole adventure thing, because this thing's all of a sudden going to start going around whatever they're in and attempting to kill people. Now, me being a very nice GM, I will make sure my characters are ready, well rested, have all their equipment with them. But yeah, so that's, headbanger, no, but basically, not that guy. But he's going to have a bunch of scrap zombies with him. I'm going to say he might have one of the psionic guys with him, maybe a boogeyman, and maybe a juicer. Anything to throw my guys into chaos, essentially. He might have a Reaper. Here's the funny thing. In Rifts, that may look bad, but if you literally covered all the dog's dead skin in metal and just made it look like a robot, it would just be kind of, somebody would assume it was a cyborg of some sort, maybe a stinky cyborg. But, that's what basically is going to happen. And the player characters are probably going to see him loading on this stuff, and they're going to inspect it for, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so that's the whole kind of backstory. So now I've got to figure out how to mold this kind of character into a level 5 character that would have happened to. The RC Scientist, that's going to be the base, and then I'm going to essentially build from there. There are going to be some very, very, very fundamental changes along the way. But we'll see. So, like I said, I have rolled all these little numbers. Okay, now before we get started, high IQ, needed ley line rejuvenation. Wow, they actually have that. All right, so let me do his stats first. I'm going to give him the IQ of 20. 20, I'll say mental endurance. I'm going to give that the other 20. Because you know, I'm marking out the 8. So that's going to lose that one. That one, we're done with those. So now the last one is 19. He's not going to be physically beautiful, not physically strong. I'm going to say he's a very smooth talker. So 19 there. Now, physical strength. Yeah, that's going to be a 10. And physical prowess, 12. Actually, no, let me make that a 12. Physical endurance is 14. 10. And the 12. And physical beauty will be a 13. And speed will be an 11. So, there, I just rounded that up pretty easily. That works. Everything marked off. Alright, now we go from there. Okay, so I did all that. Now, the first thing is I'm going to cover his special abilities. Control copy. There we go. Experience on. Geomancy. Right after 4. Oh. Okay, so. Okay, so wow, that was relatively easy. I just copied his abilities from the PDF, which was nice. And now I get to go back to main. All right, now I'm going to save this guy. File, save as, got it. Police mage. Browse where I want to put this. All right, I'm going to start a campaign. Discord. And I'm going to say, I'm going to save that in there. So basically this guy will be saved in there now. All right. So I did all that. All right, let me do horror factor +2 at 2 level 4. He's level, so he should have +2 versus horror factor. All right. No. Horror factor. Horror factor +2 save. He's level 5 character, so 4 he'll have a plus of 4. All right. Save versus magic at level 3 and 8 +1, so he gets a micro magic +1. Okay. Trying to read this. Sorry, I'm doing this. This is the first time I've done this character sheet, so I'm trying to make sure I don't screw up or guide wrong. Save versus possession +1 and perception rolls. Save versus possession. Perception +1. Horror factor. Save versus possession. That's a kind of a big one. Save. Yeah. Okay. So you get a +1. There we go. All right. So, yeah, speed. All right. And I need to get to the Rift's Ultimate Guide here. So let's do you have strength. I always review this stuff and read it as I go, by the way. This thing seems to cover a lot of this stuff. It does it pretty well. Understanding hit points, blah, blah, blah. I don't think there is. Is there anything in this coalition book that says starting level hit points? No. So I'll just do the standard kind of stuff. And when I get to equipment, I'm just going to change everything. So, that being said, hit points. Let's do this. Right here, taking SDC damage. SDC is 2d6 plus SDC. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's do the clear. And 1, 2. 9 plus 12, 21 hit points. 21 SDC. So, SDC is 21. What the hell? Okay. 21. All right. Now, hit points is basically your physical endurance, blah, 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 blah. So physical endurance is 14. So MDC hit points. Oh, it did it for me. Okay. That's kind of nice. That's their stuff. Okay, so we got that covered. No, yards per action. Yards per melee. Okay. All right. So that being said, let's go back over here. I'm gonna now I'm gonna queue recognize weapons. All right. So this guy's evil, just plain freaking evil. Wait, skills. OCC skills. So. Oh, I gotta go down all these skills. Oh, it's alphabetical at least. So... that's basic. Oh. Sorry, I needed something to drink. Good old black cherry. All right, so we're now recording, and I'm going to do more on building this character. Remind you of this character. Actually, I'm going to edit this all together, so I don't need to go over that again. However, I do want him to be psionic. And yes, I'm kind of pondering the use of certain things, but he's an RCG scientist. He discovered the shard, blah, 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 blah. All right, so what I'm going to do here, he's going to be a major psionic. So I'm going to go here, give him psionic powers. Now, in this section, it says I get 8 powers from 1 or 6 powers from multiples. So let me open up another book. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, here we go. I'll go down here. I'm going to look up psionics. Psionics. Magic principles of magic. No, I think it's where is it? Yeah, that's not it. Principles of magic psionics. Start page 164. This is why you need to know how to use a table of contents, by the way. All right, so here we go. I'm going to try to think this one through. This guy is evil, manipulative. I think I'm going to break up his psionic abilities into... I'm going to break him up into 6. So I'm going to take 6. He's going to be a major psionic. So let me go back to his... They don't have level of psionicness here, which that's kind of weird because I usually have that on my sheet. I put up level of psionics. All right, now PPE, I'm just going to roll like everybody gets 2d6. So he's got 3. So I'm going to put 3. Can't use them. So... let's do ISP plus 46. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 17 plus ME. ME is 20, so 37. ISP of 37. Okay. All right, well, that's apparently a dice rolling thing they have for this that I'm not going to use. All right, hand-to-hand is basic. Combat skills ranged. Oh, I forgot to add that here. So I have knife, energy pistol, and energy. This sheet is actually making it a lot easier. Rifle, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go check skills real quick. Knife. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay. So, that being said, he's got 37, so I'm going to make him a major strength. So I'm going to pick 6 skills from heal, sensitive, or whatever. All right, so go into the psionic section here. And first up, I don't know. Let me think here. I'm going to read through these. Increase healing, meditation. Would help him. He is evil as all hell. So, sensitive machine ghost. I'm going to do 6 Sense, Speed Read. I may just give him all sensitive skills. None of the other ones kind of make sense to me. Well, maybe physical. Should give him telekinesis. So object read. That's how he could see that. Okay, so that's how the story worked. He basically did the object read on this shard, and it possessed him, so to speak. So. Mind Bleeder. These are all super. And he's going to have speed read. Okay. Yeah, so I get 8 now. So see, that changes the thing. If I go just to straight, then I get 8. All right, so I'm gonna give him 8 abilities from sensitive. Yeah, so I'm gonna lose that. Speed read, 6 sense, object read, ghost in the machine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I just learned something about this. When you do this, okay, so if you have object read, the next one you want to go with is object read impressions, object read images, and object read. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. If your thing comes out ... and it's got a couple things after in this thing, you just select the next 3 categories down and it gives you those. That's going to really kind of read it. All right. So object read, I'm going to change this to, what is it? Speed read. I'll give them the ability to read. So that's 3 abilities. And now I need to go to sense. Yeah, because he's not really going to need anything else than that. I'll do remote viewing, and then I'll do presence. Sensitive. Remote view, speed read, presence sense, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sense category only. Okay. Telepathy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think I want not only telepathy, but like total recall. That way he remembers everything. I just need to do something. I just remember that. That's kind of interesting. Right, surface thoughts, and then I come down here and telepathy. Two-way communication. Okay, so that makes this a little more interesting, so to speak, as to how you build a character. You have to select different things, and then you have to select out underneath them. So I need to change a couple things in the other form. All right, and since he's getting 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has presence sense. He has remote viewing. He has. It was 6th sense. That way, none of the characters can kind of ambush him. Community spirits, clairvoyance. Mass silence. Okay, so that will work. That's 8 abilities. He's a major psionic. And let me see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me pull up another one. I'm going to pull up another. See, this is why you need to buy the books, is because you're going to have to reference a lot. All right, let me see. Dink. I'll explore Atlantis. Oh, Sidescape. There we go. Harvester, Soul Harvester. 32. Boom. There we go. Century. Range, duration. Now, I'm trying to remember in these books where they talk about ISP recovery. Well, hell, I'll just search the file. No, I can't. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, ISP recovery. Let me just go down here. I gotta see something here. It may be in the combat section. It's kind of weird. Certain things are scattered around, which is why I don't get sometimes. Sometimes they put things in weird locations, like ISP recovering or recovering from injury. Injury, hit point recovery, survival recovery. See, the problem is they don't really do a good job of telling you how much ISP you recover. Oh no, wait, I think they do. Yeah, there's a section on meditation. No, it'd be under meditation. Body and spirit. It is in the state of being that the regeneration is inner strength ISP, recover base ISP at a rate that indicated under his. Oh, fuck. Otherwise, 6 ISP per hour of meditation. I think, wait a minute, wasn't this covered in magic? Building PPE, permanent PPE base, recovery. Something like RSV loses PPE points for replenishment. Meditation, all purchase medication. P rate 10 per hour. So I'm guessing ISP is 6 per hour. Now I don't know why they don't go over this in here. How to determine ISP major science? Yeah, they don't really talk about it. This is one of those things that kind of they gloss over a lot, which is really annoying. I love the game, but even in like the Ultimate Edition, they don't kind of everything about Psionic should be in the Psionic section, and it's really not. Duration, instant effect, level experience, duration, tooling rounds, mystic. See, they don't tell you how much per hour you recover based on anything. So I'm going to go with 6 because that's the only information I've found. So rate of ISP recovery. And I'm pretty sure at some point... Oh, here we go. That actually helps. So I'm going to go here. They've got 2. They've got 2 different little selections that come down. It's either 6 per hour, 2 per hour, or 6, mental 2 per hour, or okay. So if you're just standing there, it's 2 per hour no matter what. Or I think if you're a major psionic, I'm going to say if he's a major, he gets 12. Recovery master probably does the same. Yeah, if you don't like it, deal with it. That's kind of what I'm going with. This sheet's kind of interesting. Now, back to this OCC, main. So I got all this covered. All right. Now, what I'm going to do... Now, here's the thing. Let me go, where's the Chaos Resurrection? But if you look at a lot of these guys for this sort of shard kind of melter idea I'm going with, they're all animated dead. So I'm basically going to say, you know, he's kind of decaying or turning, but they do have some fairly, say they're kind of built like that. So I'm going to go in like that. They have metal, essentially they have metal parts grafted onto them. So I'm going to say that he can kind of do that, and I'm going to kind of tweak this ability before the game just ever so slightly. I'm going to give him a cybernetic eye, but I'm going to give him a techno wizard one. I'm going to kind of do, he's kind of been around, he's tried to find his way to figure this out. I'm pretty sure at this point he's been driven mad. Basically, he's obsessed with finding out this kind of stuff. So him being a psionic, I'm going to give him something over here. Feature. All right, let me go to Bionic Sourcebook. And this is really to throw my characters off when they, like, initially just attack him. I get Cyber Stinger, Cyber Disguise, Knuckles, Finger Gun. Where is it hidden? Commercial level cybernetics. Let's go back up here. Yeah, he probably had all this done in another gun. Just to let you know, he's probably, yeah, cyber 45. So, 4, enter. All right, so what we're going to do here is Cybernetic Disguise. Oh, here it is. 45. Body Chop Shops, Beacon Hair, Cyber Armor. That's what I'm going to give him on his chest. Okay, I'm going to go... Not there. So he has it basically... Armor rating of 16, extra DC. So if he has an AR, I'm going to go to his main. And they have an AR somewhere in here. AR, yeah, he's got a 16. Otherwise, it hits the unprotected sections. So don't let my player characters know that, or they'll start asking for it. Okay, so he doesn't have it. I'm not going to give him head. I'm going to give him chest. Oh, here we go. Oxygen breather. No. Main body. Here, let me do this. Does this come with cyber armor? Rebreather, secret compartment. Oh. Ah, here we go. Oh, cyber body armor. There we go. So he's got that. And I'm going to take... pick an arm. Which makes it more creepy? His dominant hand or his non-dominant hand? Yeah, I'm going to say he's done some freaky crap to himself. So, here we go. Head. I'm going to do... One of the features is going to be... one multi-optic eye. Get to go pick up my new cats. Okay. Where is an ear unit? The sonar. Trying to think, what would be creepy to put in a radiation sensor? I'll give him a cyber arm for that. Voice synthesizer, laser eyes, language translator, gyro compass. Yeah, see, these are all the questions you have to ask. You got to look through things and go over things and. I think this guy kind of on the creepy side. I'm going to give him something weird. There, you got eyes. Language translator, but he's good. All right, so he's got cyber armor. He's got something in his head. I'm going to give him one arm and one leg. Essentially, this character's been through a lot, and he's probably done these modifications himself. Now, given the, where is it? This kind of thing. Basically, I'm going to say he literally grafted them into himself some weird way. Like he had them done, but they've been taken over by the quote-unquote necromantic kind of the way the singers, like, you know, what is Scorch Boy, no, but this, see, like, those are all taken over. Those are essentially grafted into him. So he's got the ability to graft things into him. I'm just using these cybernetics to kind of make it less creepy, or he want to be part machine, that kind of thing. So all right. I'm going to give him, actually, the surgeon. Where's the medical sensor hand? Yeah, where's that? Is there a medical... Medical finger cameras, forearm for playing this electrical wire, jackhammer drill, precision plasma carcinoma, finger knuckles, silver spikes, iron blaster, laser blaster, motion detector, stingray, palm. Oh, sensor hand, pocket, sensor hand, ear receiver. Okay, but there's no medical one. Why is there no medical one? Let me go check something here. Recipe PDF. And I've got multiple, here's the thing, I've got multiple character sheets like this. Automated sheet. All right, open up. There we go. This is a different one. Enable edits. Now, pull this down here. Now I'm going to see if this one is slightly more advanced or they've done something else with it. So it looks the same, but let me do this. Maybe they redid all this Farm Blaster. See, I don't see medical sensor hand. Or maybe it's just sensor hand, ear receiver, pocket mire, drug and needle dispenser. Yeah, no, okay, so for some reason they just have it on the other side. Nope. Okay, well, I guess there's no, I don't know if there's a really big difference between any of these. Oh. Data sheet. Well, that's a lot of information. All right, so I'm going to go back to your, don't save anything changes. All right, calculator. I'm going to just give him a sensor hand. This should be fairly easy. All the way down here, sensor hand. This connects to his in-ear receiver. All right. Now, because he's a world-class killing machine, or world-class finger jack, we already got all that. And I want him to have a palm blaster. I need to do 2d6. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to make that the basically there's a weapon on this guy. And this is it's gonna be the scary thing for characters. Is not Vibroblade. So, yeah, they got a weapon in here. Death Bolt. See, here it is. He's a really bad guy. He's connected now with this. So I'm gonna say that this plasma, this ion firing thing in his hand, was originally probably built by some guy. Well, he modified it because he has all that. He's connected to this evil force to be a death beam blaster. Essentially fires a necromantic beam, which should be awesome. But don't they have something? Penalties, benefits, notes. All right, so I'm gonna give him a right arm. Yeah, let me do this. I'm gonna change this up a little right now. A full bionic arm. There's like a, okay, cybernetics, eyes, ears, nose, throat, artificial lungs. He's probably not going to need any of that. Okay. That'd be interesting. What if he found... Huh. Give him that. But let's see, he's got a full-on bionic, so this is what I was kind of looking for. Uh, yes, if you have the surgery done, you do need to repair. Upper arm. Okay, so hand location will have 20. Forearm. It's not that high up, so I'm going to go 30. And upper arm. Weapons on the arm. Upper arm is going to be another 40. So he's got some pretty good. And how much strength should I give this? I'll give him. Okay, so I'm going to give him in this arm a bionic strength of 15. Or augmented strength of 15. Okay. Whatever. All right, so that's what I'm going to make it. I'm going to go this up to none. All right, so that's why he's going to be there. I don't know, that kind of makes him kind of creepy. So with this sheet, I've done that, which is interesting and awesome. And I'm actually really liking this sheet, by the way. He's got cyber armor on that, protects his chest. He's got his arm. He'll wear a helmet of some sort. Yeah. All right. I'll add another one here. Let's say he has the powers of a Stitcher. He's kind of like this Stitcher kind of character, so I'm going to borrow some things from here. Okay, how do I expand the board? I'm not really good with... Oh, whatever. Alright, so now he's at those psionics. He's got enough effective stuff. He has no magic. Okay. He's got his skills. I've got his bionics. Now, equipment. I'm going to say he's got... Universal courtesy, he's got like 2. Say he has no vehicle. However, I am going to do body armor for him. I'm going to give him something interesting. All right, well, he's one of these guys. So I'm going to go to Rift's Ultimate. Forget this crap. I'm going to go down to here. I'm definitely going to give him a CS laser pistol weapon. C-18. Pistol range 800. Feet. Damage is 2d4. Mega damage. Rate of fire is standard. Payload is 10. And let's see, he has 5 Eclipse on his hand. Actually, I spelled pistol wrong. C-18. Okay, and here's what I'm gonna do. See, laser pistol. I'm gonna modify it to shoot the death beam. Yeah, my player characters, I don't think have any clue as to what they're in for. Pistol. You know, no, I'm just going to leave this as is. It makes a good standard kind of weapon that he carries. This won't throw him off too much. However, I'm going to... Oh, it's protected. I hate that. All right. So equipment back over here. Give him that. Vehicle, money, equipment. Picture of his long dead wife. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go set of travel clothes. I'm give him 10. He's well off. And cloak. I'm just giving some random stuff here. Coalition ID card, but I don't think it'll work anymore. Cloak. Physical, let's say 4 sets. Now, what I'm going to say here is basically when he plunged it into his chest, he basically started to kill off the other members of his research group that were researching this. He then, of course, turned them into, I'm not going to say one of these because he doesn't have one with him, but I'm going to say he turned one into one of those, and I'm going to make that character probably next and armor him up. And he's definitely going to have one of these guys. It's basically, now here's the funny thing. In Rifts, this would look like a Borg of some sort. Nobody's really going to complain. He's also going to have several of these, but they're essentially, they do what he tells them to because he's the central authority. They're actually exploding. So, yeah, they'll basically have some sort of rudimentary armor on, I think. And it's just basically, like he says, it's a cultural thing. He'll have one of these. Yeah, with the claw. So it'll basically look like he's got 2 cyborg bodyguards that look kind of funky. And he's got a couple of basically servants. They pick up his bags, they carry his bags for him, that kind of thing. So he will look just like some kind of dirty guy who's got lots of money and armed, and the funny thing is he's going to be transporting a large kind of chunk of the obelisk, and the piece that's in him, and he uses that, and he's taking it all back. And he says he's taking it all. His excuse that the player characters over here is that these things are being taken to a facility to study magic, and they are currently held, and they will be held in like TW Techno Wizard sort of isolation things that comply with all standard laws of Phase Worlds, and because they're actually going to leave from center of the big cube city. So yeah, and these guys are all his, and they'll all sort of check out as minions or robots or automatons or whatever he wants. But yeah, and then he, like I said, he'll have one of these to freak everybody out. I don't know if he'll have one of those. That would be kind of really creepy. Yeah. He's going to have a little girl with him who's oh so cute and oh so lethal. Bad thing is soldiers are prone to saving kids, so. Throughout history, American soldiers. He's also going to have one of these in a cage, or it's basically going to be, this is a dead specimen. And if you scan it, it will come across as dead. And when everything goes down, this is the bad guy they're going to get. So he's got control over all this kind of stuff. And you're not going to have one of them. He may have one of these guys, because that would be the guys I'm going to is the, yeah. And it'd be all really cool if a bunch of them were all dressed in Coalition body armor. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have that. All right. So I hope you've watched me make this character. Building equipment, you put in the fill and all that kind of stuff, that kind of thing. So that all being said, here's the end of the video. I hope you enjoy. Bye. Hello. I hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. I found that on DriveThruRPG. Please go check it out. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to making more shows in the future. Thank you.